Am I? Nope, I'm not done.
Here we go.
A friend of Dan's was coming for a visit, but what? Why do they keep doing that to me? Oh, there's something. Guy. Is that really how you start a letter? Anyways, Guy, probably not expecting to hear from me where you know I'm all about surprises. Look, we're gonna head up the coast next weekend and we're doing the drive from Los Angeles to Seattle. I have an interview up there on Tuesday and Kelly has a friend who is gonna introduce her to some casting people from Vancouver. Can we crash at your place on the way up? We should be pulling through next Friday. I was thinking we could use an excuse to jam on our books. I want to see your new stuff, and I have a draft I want you to look at. I'm way beyond knowing what's good or not with my work. Okay, that's cool. Guy? Why does he call him Guy, though? I still don't... It's fine. I'm not going to read too much into that. What? What? Honestly, how did I... I'm not going to ask. Come on. Come on. There we go. What is this? It looks like a tent. Honey, I'm sorry it has been a long time since my last letter, but we've been all over the place. Have you gotten settled in the big house? I hope getting okay. I'm writing because speaking... I don't like this font. I'm writing because speaking of getting away, your father and I are going on a road trip. I found some AARP deals. What's AARP? I've seen it everywhere. Or somewhere. Anyways, and with your father only working part-time, it wasn't very hard to arrange time off. It's been too long since our last trip. I've always enjoyed changes. And, okay, the trip won't take us close enough to the shore to come visit. I'm sorry to say, but if you write me back, we'll be gone before your letter arrives. We'll call if one of our motels has long distance, but... Okay, hold on. Where are Linda's parents? Because they said long distance, so they must be going someplace far. I'm assuming they're in the same country, at least. Anyways, let's just explore your memories. There's your car.
Let me call his mom. Let me call his mommy.
What?
Let me call his mommy.
Let me call his mommy?
Can Davy sleep over?
Yeah. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Upstairs. No? Where is it? Oh, it's probably right here. Yep. Oh, he's happy. Yes, I did it.
Blast off!
Did it. Oh, we should exit. Yeah, blast off. Okay. I didn't find all your clues, so I'm sorry, but I can't read your mind just yet. Oh, there's something. Check sofa. Call Chamber of Commerce. Hotels in town. Double check T and K trip. I don't know what that means. Let's read or explore your memories, rather.
I thought Tommy was
there
sleeping
you are.
with us.
What is this?
I thought Tommy was sleeping with us.
What?
I'm
I
checking to
thought
see
Tommy
if
was
this is
sleeping with
folded.
us. Oh, okay. What's with the streaks? Or is that the shadows? Did I not notice this stuff? Is it here? It might be here, actually. Or not. Come on. Not here either. There it is. Oh, come on. Shoot. Go up, down.
I finally got
top.
through to Dan, at least a little. He said I was nagging him, so I showed him the pamphlets Dr. Walker gave me. He couldn't explain away science, though he did try. I could tell he didn't like it, but he signed up to run 2 days a week. I wish it was more, but I'll take what I can get.
Okay, so... Oh, we can already do hers? Wash that ugly sweater. What does that have to do with anything? Anyways, that's fine. I've been neglecting Dan's needs, so maybe I'll do some more of his when I get the chance. Oh, who is that? Oh, that's his friend. I forget his name. Read thoughts. Blue sheets to make a sofa fort. Okay, so, that's for your sleepover. Hold on, man.
I took Tynan up on the book jam. He hasn't seen a word of my new book, and fresh eyes are priceless. He bailed me out on Tramer's Way. I hope he understands how much of that book worked because of him. I still remember when we were walking to the pond, and he had the idea about using newspaper clips and police reports. Of course, no matter how many times I tell interviewers it was his idea, they just keep giving me the credit. Maybe they just want the tidy auteur version. Oh well, can't change that. Let's just hope he has an idea for this one too. Freddy can't get here soon enough.
Alright. So, he's waiting for his friend. That's nice.
Good news! Mom called
here's
today
another
with
one.
a change of plans. They made better time on the first leg of the trip than they expected, and they're coming to visit. Bad news, they want to come this weekend. Did Dan tell Tynan they could stay here for sure, or is that still up in the air? I'll ask after dinner. She sounded cheerful enough on the phone, though I can't help wondering if they took this trip because they hit another rough patch. Hope not. I hope they just want to see Tommy and have a classic Mears family feast. Though, maybe seeing how they've ended up will be good perspective for Dan and me. Speaking of which, Dad better not get nosy. I've told him 1,000,000 times that my marriage is not his business. Maybe I'll try the thing Christine told me. When someone asks you something private, just say, "Why do you ask?" Put it back on them and see if they've actually got a reason to get into your business. Yeah, I've got to remember to try that. We'll see how he answers that one.
Okay. Apparently that wasn't a clue, so... What is this? Oh. Didn't want to bother you while you were working, but didn't want to forget again. Been meaning to ask, have you found any ponds on your hikes, creeks? No rush, just curious. Okay, so now we can read. Here's my hand. Yep, he's the last one. Excuse me, sir. What? Oh, I didn't explore your memories.
What about Tommy? What
What's
about
up, guys?
He
Tommy?
can sleep with us.
What about Tommy? He can sleep with us. Oh, for his sleepover. Oh, everyone wants someone to come in.
Haven't had a
That's
drink
weird.
on a weeknight in 2 weeks. Came up with a new slogan. Write sober, rewrite sober, rewrite sober. Hemingway it's not, but it's good to smooth things over with Linda and Tommy a bit. Gotta admit, I don't miss hangovers, but still, I do sometimes miss sitting down with a drink and a crazy idea.
Okay. So, what is your thought? Check the fishing poles. Maybe we could find a pond. So, what's it? Fishing poles, sweater, and blue sheets. Let's think. I think we should do Dan for sure. And, let's just, get the blue sheets, I guess. Let's get out of here. Tab. Down, down. Okay, blue sheets. Where would I hide the blue sheets?
Yep.
I don't know where anything is. I already forgot all of them. Fishing poles. Okay, yeah, fishing poles. I know where that one is. Excuse me. I could have sworn it was on this side, but it's okay. Yes. Okay. How do I get down? Oh, right, W. How did I forget? Anyways, here's more books. Oh, it's someone new, Mr. or Mrs. or Miss. Anyway, it's Bradford. Claire Bradford. Maybe getting my thoughts down on paper will help make a list. That's what Mom always taught me. So, dear diary, here are all the wonderful things about Roger. He's very handsome. He'll soon be working as a lawyer. He might be the only down-to-earth person who loves music as much as me. His family has money. That's cool. I'm still confused about why I have to learn about the past of this house. Does that have anything to do with the story? Maybe? Anyways, I need to find the... Oh, is this those sheets? Did I say I was gonna do the sheets? I did. Yeah, I did. E. What was I looking for? Oh yeah, another book, if there is one, that is. I don't see one. Here? Yeah, here. Claire Bradford. I don't know why, but I feel like I can really get my thoughts together here. That's why this entry isn't going to be very fun, but fair is fair. I've already waited a day, and there's no delaying any longer. Here are not so wonderful things about Roger. He can be so self-absorbed. No one will ever accuse him of having a great sense of humor. Is that a bad thing? I don't understand. He's also very predictable. I wonder if maybe he spends too much time chasing his father and not enough being his own man. There, now I feel rotten. I do love him very much. Everyone has their own flaws, so whatever. Yeah. Okay. Whisper into his ear what you want him to do. Dan was too excited about getting Tynan's feedback to cancel the visit. He found that the fishing poles were in great shape, and he and his friends hit it off like they'd seen each other yesterday. Linda told them that they could find a small pond in the woods. Yup, okay. Dan knew how important it was for Tommy to play with his friends his age, so he grabbed the sheets and gave Tommy a few tips on the finer points of structural engineering and sofa forward construction. Yeah, okay. But Linda is going to be upset. Linda never thought she'd be upset about not wearing the hideous sweater her parents gave her last Christmas, but she found herself eyeing it sadly when her mother called and Linda had to break the news that she heard a hitch on her... Okay, that's not good. Yeah. Okay, so her parents aren't doing so well. That's not good. But would the sweater really make that much of a difference? Anyways, the vacation. It was summer, and summer was the time. Summer was the time. Home to a stunning display of natural beauty, Uchoko. I don't know if I said that right. I probably butchered it, but National Forest is a perfect destination for hunters, wilderness enthusiasts, and weekend campers alike. One-of-a-kind rock formations provide exciting challenges for climbers. The many canyons offer scenic hiking experiences, and the swimming opportunities are many. Located less than 5 hours from Portland and less than 6 from the central coast, Ochoko is perfect for a summer getaway. For more information or to request a brochure, please call the... Okay. Linda wants to go there. Oh, painting. Never mind. She... okay. That was really weird. That noise I made.
Anne, what's the latest with you?
There's something.
I hope you're doing better than I am. I'm going a little stir crazy. Dan loves it here, but he's just writing all day long, so he could be anywhere. I could use a change of scenery. I've walked every trail in the woods and even started a few of my own. It's great getting away from the city, but I wouldn't exactly call this roughing it. Tommy's certainly having a good time exploring the woods. Sometimes we go together, and if I'm in the studio, he knows he can play outside where I can see him, and to stay away from the cliff. Do you remember when we were kids trying to jump the creek in the woods behind the house? I think Tommy's getting into that phase now, climbing trees and all that. Oops, I got a little carried away there. You probably don't need to hear about all of our outdoor adventures. Sorry about that. Well, let me know how you're doing. Love.
Okay, Linda. So, I don't know what that has to do with anything. Bam. Whoa. Bam. Let's go in here. Anything here? What's that? That's your rocket. Anything there? Yep. You want to be on a spaceship. That's cool. Let's jump forward to here. Whoa, you have a lot. What? Yay, everyone's happy. Okay, let's start off by reading that one. You could be working a regular job right now. One page at a time. An idea that is not dangerous is unworthy of being called an idea at all. Jim said you'd never make it. He said you're a joke. Who's Jim? This is an opportunity, not a burden. Okay. Do not fear death so much, but rather the
Penny,
inadequate
thanks
life.
so much for your letter. It made my day. Tramer's Way came out a while ago now, so I don't get letters like this too often. Writing can be a pretty isolating profession at times, which makes it a big boost to hear that someone out there is getting something from my work. Your support means the world to me. To answer your question, I'm indeed in the midst of writing a new book. I don't have a title or a release date yet, but I'm plugging away on it slowly but surely. I plan to finish it by the end of summer, and I truly hope you enjoy it when it comes out. Thanks again for your kind words. Dan Kaplan.
Okay. So, one more thing to this. Probably not. Anyways, what was I thinking? Yeah.
I've got to
I
stay
think
on the
that's
book.
enough.
This is my chance to do something people remember, something that matters. If this one isn't good enough, there might not even be a next one. Certainly not one without all sorts of publisher strings attached. This is why we saved up enough to take the summer off. I'm out of excuses. Of course, a long weekend would be fun, but that's also the problem. How do you stay hungry when you've gotten used to weekend getaways? How do you recapture that feeling of being a broke college kid chasing a dream? How do you get back out on that limb again, scared it's gonna break, but inching out anyway? Listen to me. Wound up so tight. Maybe taking one night off might help after all.
Okay. So I found all of Dan's clues.
Hey, Mommy.
Molly. I know a Molly. Okay, maybe I don't. Oh, here's something. Blast off. I don't want to read this one.
Having a good time?
Okay, read thoughts. They said watch it. They said it on TV. What did they say on TV? Change of scenery. Other stuff to do? Oh, I probably had to possess you, right? Yeah.
I'm going out for a hike.
There you are. You're going out for a
Okay, be
hike.
safe.
Where is the next one? Right there? No? Where is it? Is it in the kitchen? Oh, it's probably right here. Yep.
Mom tried to hide it, but I can tell when she's disappointed. I hate that they couldn't come, especially after they tried so hard to make time. Maybe if she'd called before they changed plans, it would have gone smoother. It's impossible not to think about the rough patches Mom and Dad hit without thinking about Dan and me. I should bring that up to him and see what he says. He's mentioned their history before. I'd love to hear his answer when I make the comparison. Can he talk his way out of that one?
Oh, okay. I just moved the microphone, so I'm sorry if like you heard something. Wow. I think moving the microphone was the best choice I've made. Yeah. Okay.
honey.
Be careful. One more. Possibly in his room. Not in his room at all. Yeah. Or not. It's probably in that painting room. No. Maybe it's in the living room. C or no? C. Everybody's happy. Okay, exit memory. Read thoughts. They said my rocket makes it free. What? Camping bag. Okay, that's cool, but I want to explore. Did I already do this? I don't remember doing it.
Three days in, I'm
there's
still
something.
trying to figure out where to take the new piece. It's changing as I go, which is always exciting and sort of the point, but this one feels a little aimless. I keep snapping out of a daze and realizing I've been staring out the window for 5 minutes instead of working. When we first got here, I was excited to have a studio with so many windows and so much natural light, but now it feels almost like a cage. Why be this close to nature but
Oh, a
not
cage.
be, well,
Like her
in
painting.
it? Actually, cage isn't the right word. This place is beautiful, and there are so many more trees than back home. I guess it's more of a reminder when it's right there the whole time, not just an idea or something for the weekend. Anyway, back to the painting. I'm not going to get anything done on it sitting here writing.
Okay, so let us check our objectives. Search his memories. Okay, so gotta go to Dan. Dan the man. Is he here? He's not here. Oh man, oh there he is. Found you, man. There you are.
Tynan and Kelly left this morning. I wish they could have stayed a little longer, but it was great having them. It felt just like college again. Fishing, having a few beers, talking about how we're going to conquer the world. Working through some issues on his book even gave me an idea for how to fix the logjam in Act 2. Funny how creativity works sometimes. I've got to remember to put him in the acknowledgments.
Okay. Probably down here. Oh man.
How was work?
Oh, there they are.
You know, could always be
How's work? Yeah. Anyways, grab some firewood, build a bonfire, and the camp on the beach. What? I feel like they're not using complete sentences, but that's okay, because I kind of understand it, sorta. Anyways, what are our options? Grab some firewood, camping pack, or rocket. So I definitely need to do the camping pack because I didn't do Linda's last time. I'm trying to make it so everyone's like equal. Camping pack. I think it was inside their room. Not. Yep, it is. Select. Yep. Let's go. And we're gonna go back into this weird. I don't even know what it's called. It's just like some past memory, sorta. Okay. Oh, it's right behind me. Claire Bradford. I realize now that this isn't about Roger, it's about me. I have to decide who I want to be. Marrying Roger will set so many things in motion. We'll be well-to-do couple, safe and secure, with wonderful friends and loving families. I may slowly fade into being Roger's wife instead of Claire, but that will be society's doing and not Roger. He loves me too much to do that, but what about my music? If I'm accepted at Berkeley? I don't think that's how you spell Berkeley. I don't know what we will do. I can't ask him to quit his job a month after he starts, but what kind of couple lives in separate cities as soon as they get married? The decision can't be this black and white, can it? Position and safety versus a crazy pursuit alone? Wait, what? Did I read that right? Position and safety versus a crazy pursuit alone? I don't even know. Is there a way to have it all? Do I even want it all? Will I ruin everything no matter what I choose? It'd be nice if I knew what was going on with the other story, but yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Okay, firewood, rockets. Let's do firewood. Where do I find firewood? Probably downstairs next to the door, maybe? Yep. Okay, so let's go back upstairs. There's no more books, so maybe I will call it quits. Yep. They went camping. Pictures of Ochoko from the brochure. Okay. I didn't read much of that because I was like coughing. Oh man. Tommy was so proud of finding a free admission special that it hurt him that he couldn't go. I'm sorry, Tommy. I'm really sorry, man. Kind of feel bad. Okay, next chapter. The catching up. Why did I say the? When Tommy continued to struggle with... Okay, let's go down and read this. Mr. and Mrs. Campland, I want to stress that it is perfectly normal for some students to fall behind in a specific area. Tommy may be struggling with reading comprehension, but his verbal and visual are cool. Okay, so we gotta give him support every weekday for 1 to 2 hours in the morning. He'll be unable to focus exclusively on these for 2 hours straight. So basically we need to give him breaks, and I suggest that you do your sessions in the morning before he tires himself out and becomes distracted. I feel confident that with a supportive environment and dedicated exercise, he will catch up to the other children in his class. Please be in touch if you have any questions. Dr. Donald Samuels. Okay. So that's cool. Let's just keep going now. Let's look for more stuff. I didn't mean to do that. Have to make room for what matters. Okay, I see another note. Ideas: weekly outings, where? Tuesday movie night, family dinner, too old-fashioned, picnic, farmer's market.
Dan and I had a
She
good
wants to do stuff
conversation
together.
today. Well, we'll have to wait and see if it was actually good, but I feel like I got my point across about family time. We've been getting a little frayed on the little things lately, and it reminded me of something Anne said one time. Love is a behavior, not an emotion. If something's important to you, you show it with your actions. We weren't doing so well with that before we got here. I told Dan my idea. I want us all to eat together at 7 every night, with family time after that. Tommy's wiped out by 8:30, so we'd get a solid hour and a half as a family, and then Dan and I could have the rest of the night to ourselves. And I think 7's a reasonable request. The rest of the working world knocks off at 5, right? It doesn't really matter what we do with the time, just that we spend it together. It's easy to make excuses when you've got a lot going on, which is why patterns help. I hope he feels the same way.
I like that idea. I think we should do that. I wonder what the end of the game is going to be like, because it's obviously going to be like a, it's going to be like, what do you call it? No, it's going to be like, what's the word? Come on. Son of a gun. Okay. There we go. Just, can I not possess you? Or, not possess, but explore memories. What was I trying to say? I was trying to say that it's gonna be like a conclusion or a
We barely talked yesterday.
something like that.
Right. I guess we've just been so busy.
We barely talked. That's not good. Okay, let's her memories are usually in here. I guess not this time.
We've been
Is it
back
here?
from
Yep.
camping for 3 days, and I'm still buzzing. Before we left, I did some research and found 2 great hikes, and I put together enough food for us to cook every meal with a real fire instead of having to worry about hiking back to the car or going into Prineville for supplies. It was just what I needed. Sleeping under the stars, swimming in the lake, exploring new trails, even drinking a few beers by the campfire. Not a soul around but us.
Cool. Read thoughts. Table. I will choose the table, but I need to do the other stuffs. Hello, Tommy. Gonna
Hey, Mommy.
let Daddy play with a cool car tonight. Okay. That doesn't sound too much of a request. What is that, a book? About a bunny? Oh, those are the people that bullied him, you assholes. Okay. Let's move into here. Perfect schedule, aka the single unattached writings guide. Do stuff, do stuff, do stuff. Eat, decompress, edit, and life. Tommy till 12, knock off at 7.
Alan, this letter might come from out of the blue, but do you remember when you told me about Bobby falling behind on reading? Looks like we're there with Tommy. We knew he was struggling when we came up here, but his teacher gave us a list of books for him to work on over the break and said we should see how he responded to the change in environment. She gave us a few sample readings and told us to keep an eye on how he was grasping the concepts. Tommy still isn't there, and long story short, the pediatrician in town knows a specialist who gave us some exercises to try. They seem pretty straightforward, but I wanted to write and see if you had any tips that helped you guys with Bobby. Damn. Just realized I didn't even ask how you've been. I'm sorry. This stuff is just a lot to think about. Dan.
Okay, Dan. So Dan's... Okay. Dan isn't really thinking about his work right now. Oh, there's the bunny book. We can know what Tommy wants now. And here's the last book.
Time. This would all be easier if I didn't ever have to sleep. Last night after Linda went to bed, I spent some time, there's that word again, trying to make everything fit. I even drew up a little chart. The math is simple. It doesn't work. Technically, I could still get in 8 hours, assuming I don't eat or need to do anything that's not writing. But what about letters, reading, dealing with Paul? Hell, what about doing the dishes or taking out the trash? Not to mention the knocking off for the day isn't like flipping off a switch. It takes time to crawl out of my head and start functioning like a normal person again. And I can't just split it up into smaller chunks. Sometimes it takes an hour of false starts just to get going on anything usable, and stopping just sends the whole process right back to square one. Something's got to give.
Yes. There you are, Paul. Wait. Or not Paul, Dan. Dan. Wait.
Whoa.
What? Oh, right.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have snapped.
Whoa.
I just...
What happened? Is he in here? No. Perhaps he's here. Yep. There.
Just got back from the trip.
Come on.
Or trips, I should say. Once I got it in my head that a night on the beach would be good for the stress, I was able to talk Linda and Tommy into knocking a day off the big trip to do the bonfire anyway. Turned out to be a good idea. Spending the evening on the beach reminded me of a church retreat we did back in 7th grade. The smell of the bonfire gave me such a strong memory of a crush I had on Jenny something. Or was it Jennifer? I can't remember. But I do remember those flushed schoolboy emotions. I think I can use those for the scene at the dance.
Okay. We got to... Tommy. Hold up, man. We gotta possess you. Or explore your memories.
Will it make me smarter?
Honey, listen to me. You are smart.
Oh, the book? He's probably in here. Yeah. He's not feeling too well. Okay. I'm sorry, man. Let's go to Linda. Hold on. Wait. There we go. Oh. Wait, we already did hers. Okay, so read thoughts.
Time together.
Did I already... Oh, we did. I think they're upstairs. There's Tommy. Lonnie book. Or Looney book. Hold on. Wait, man. No, that's not what I meant to do. I wanted to read your thoughts. Come on. Don't disturb me on...
Hey, Tommy, having fun?
The door in my office is closed. Okay, so... Who's did I do last time? I did, Linda and Dan, and Tommy was really upset. So let's look at that Looney book, or some whatever book. This one. Yes. We gotta make Tommy Boy a little bit happy. Okay, so we are back in the past, or what I think is the past. It can't be the past because those guys are right there. Oh, it's a new person, the Diary of K. Williams. J is gone and I am alone. That's the sum of it. No other thoughts enter my mind. Wednesday, 38 years. What? Is that Wednesday? Is that what it's saying? Anyways, a senseless accident has taken J from me. What I should do with myself, I do not know. Money is no worry. Time, that is a thing. There is so much of it still ahead of me. I have been blessed with health, but the blessing is now a curse. It is nothing more than the curse of time alone without J. J. Who's J? I attempt to look ahead, but cannot envision a path without J. For so long, I had no need to imagine one. The children do not understand why I have come to this house alone, as they cannot understand my loss. K. Williams. I cannot say that I feel better than I did upon arriving, for J is still gone. But I do feel a change. Some glimmer of a path is taking form in my mind. I cannot describe it other than a narrowing of thought. Perhaps time alone is to be thanked, or perhaps it is something else, something unknown. Today I drove to McClendon's to buy coffee, wine, and vegetables. Although I was not due to run short of those for a few more days. A few days more. I think few more days makes more sense. Anyways, I confess I went to hear human voices, to be around the living. I conversed with a pleasant couple, and it did me no small measure of good. My first word came out as a croak, and I realized I had not spoken in days. A small reminder of my solitary days here, alone with my thoughts, thinking of Jay, staring at the sea, whatever. Anyways, so, like I was saying, or what I said before at least, do these stories have any, connection to anything? I think they should. I mean, that would make sense to me, at least. Hold on. Door to my office. I think that's what I should do. Is this door? That door? Select door. Yes. Okay, so now we can whisper into his ear. Did I just say ear hole? I think I did. Anyways, it's fine. Just keep going. Dan didn't want Tommy to start another school year behind, so he continued to helping the little man for 2 hours every morning, having both of his parents. Wait a second, who did I choose? Oh, I didn't choose Linda. I should have chosen Linda. Man, I messed up. I'm disappointed in myself right now. Linda and Tommy got used to eating dinner without Dan, and most nights he stopped work just long enough to kiss Tommy goodnight. Man, I wish I could have done this differently. As July came to an end, the Kaplan's lives had developed a pattern. No, God. Dan finished his first draft, but instead of accomplished, he felt disappointed. The book had gotten away from him. He was barely readable, much less publishable. Paul and Grofield gave him one last chance to get into shape. They didn't have to tell him what the consequences was. Yeah, he's gonna get fired if he doesn't. And on the following Tuesday, Tommy put an art show in the den, explaining his drawings to his parents one by one. Dan got Linda to pretend that they were at an art auction bidding. Yeah, cool. That's cool. Dan and Linda spent the weekend at a bed and breakfast. They relaxed, went hiking, and had a quiet dinner at the place. Yeah. Okay. I think this is the last month. Okay.